It's 1 week early. It's your favourite time of the year, or your favourite time of the night, when I sit with a bunch of piece of papers and discuss things. I've got my tree around me. Oh, my finger as well. I've got my finger, the wee house, and I've got my upside down papers. This is going to get a bit of adjusting because the camera's slightly different on my new phone. So yeah, we'll just begin with this week. Right, I put the wrong sheet. So where's the right sheet? I can't find the sheet. Oh, there it is. Here. So we'll move all that garbage out of the road because we don't want it. But like some other things. Right, nope, nothing. We'll stick these on a Friday because of the Cup World. So yeah, and they're playing the guitar. So there you go. They're playing guitar to win a cup. Imagine playing the guitar to win a cup. But there you go. When there's ones in my cupboard. So there you have it. So that's their favourite instrument. So that is on tonight. Or no, that is on tomorrow. Hence why this is on tonight. Alright? No. So we'll have 7 faces. So even though these are just letters, they're really faces. But I can't draw their faces and I don't have a printer, so you're just going to have to deal with the fact that it's words. So the averages. Hamza is the lowest now of all the ones remaining on Latin, and he has the Samba tonight, which isn't great because, well, it's the hardest Latin. Ballroom 34, Speciality, leading the whole place out with 38. That Argentine tango was a little bit underwhelming, but it was still good. Ellie leaves with 22.7 on Latin. That was her best last weekend, and even better in the dance-off. 29 in ballroom, not bad, and 32.3 in speciality, certainly not something to cry about. Fleur, 33.7 in Latin, 31.5 in ballroom, and 34.7 in the beautiful speciality. Will, 31 in Latin, pretty consistent all the way through with 34.3 on ballroom and 32.3 in speciality, all quite packed together, quite sandwichy. Molly, 34.5 in Latin and 34.5 in ballroom and 34.5 in speciality, but take 3 away, 31.5. So just quite not as good as the Latin and ballroom. She's one of the only people on here to have, I think she's the only one in here that their lowest average is in speciality. Helen, 30.5 in Latin, 34 in ballroom, 31 in speciality. Ballroom's her thing. Kim, 30.5 in Latin, 27 in ballroom, and 33.6 in speciality. So there you go. It's all quite tight. So now we move this side of the road and we get on to something that isn't just reading out numbers. Oh wait, it's reading out numbers. So Helen received an 8 last weekend. It should not have been a 5, may I add. Hamza received a 9. I was in the middle of the argument. I could see what they were getting at, but I also thought it was undermarked or overmarked. Should have been 9s across the board. Fleur was a 9, didn't deserve to be in the bottom 2. LET was a 7, good personality, technique needs work. Molly was a 10, so underrated. Thought hers was easily the best dance of the night. I did not agree with the judges on Will with their 9s and 10s. To me, it was only an 8. And that's the second time this series that I've thought that all the judges' scores were higher than the one I gave, because I also gave James a 7. I accidentally put an 8. because, why did I put an 8? Yes, because other judges give it an 8, so I accidentally did that. I really put it as 7. And then Kim got Lang, because she wasn't there. So technically I should say 0, but I'm not cruel enough to put a 0. So there you go, that's my lovely board. It's shaping up every week. So I'm proving to be, there's quite a few 10s in there. I wouldn't say I'm throwing them out like candy, but, I'm giving them for when they're deserved. So, who's going this week? As you can see, I think it's Kim and Graziano. It's not very well drawn. Bless the orange highlighter. It's gone through some stress. I don't think it's going to work. I dread to see what the winner looks like because it has to be written in orange. So, we'll not discuss that. 40 and 10s. Molly, Helen and Fleur. Simple as that. They all look like they could be incredible. Molly could get the first 40. I'm actually regretting that because I think Helen is looking like she could get the first 40. So I think I might be wrong on that one, but that's what I'm going to go with. Who was Anne Lang with the judges? Right, 4 points higher than Anton. 7.92 and 7.96 of me. 7.56 on Shirley's behalf. 7.81 with Mrs. Mabuse and 6.62 with Craig. The only one not to be a 7. So there you go. So that's all that. Who do we have here? Another piece of paper. Right, top and bottom predictions. Molly for top, Hamza for the bottom. I have a feeling that this could be the dance of death for Hamza. And that it could be a pretty bad week for him, but we shall see. Average board. So, Ellie joins us with an average of 27.50 from the judges and an average of 30 from me. And then she's going into 7th place. So these are the best scores from the judges. Molly is on 37, Ellie T leaves on 35, Hamza 39, Will 38, Tyler 38, or Tyler's out. Fleur's 40, that should really be in green. Helen is on 39, and Kim's still on 37, of course. So yeah. Thankfully, it's it's going up, which is what you need. Who will win? Well, Hamza and Jovita are going to win. It's pretty clear. So, but I filled out who I want to win, and that will be Molly and Carlos. Molly Rainford, honestly, thinks she's amazing, and she deserves to win. But I know she's not going to. That's probably why I put their names out before Hamza Salsa. Now let's turn to the lowest. Hamza 24, Will 23, they're quite close. LET leaves with 21. Helen stayed on 26. Fleur stayed on 28, apart from week 1. Kim stayed on 23. And Molly had her dip to 30 and hasn't been there since. So getting so quick. Best scores. So LET joins here with her highest score in ballroom being 30, her Viennese waltz. Her highest score in Latin was a jive with 25. And her highest speciality was her jazz with 35. And if we turn to worst scores, her worst ballroom was 28. Her worst Latin was 21. That was the quick step, the cha-cha, and her worst speciality was her Charleston and American Smooth with 31. So isn't that interesting? There you go. That's how the board's looking. So that's another week done. Now to go and watch the first ever Strictly on a Friday. Yeah, that sounds good. The cage isn't working anymore. But appreciate the decor attempt if you can. I should do the final in the other room Maybe that's an idea. I might. So there you go.